You're watching ABC10 Plus Tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Thomas. You're watching ABC10 Plus Tonight. We hear from the Mexican Consulate in Sacramento following recent immigration sweeps across the nation. Then we break down the debate over California's water storage and usage sparked by President Trump. ABC10 Plus Tonight starts now.
We're learning the Mexican Consulate in Sacramento has received direct orders from Mexico's president to support the immigrants they serve who are concerned about deportations. The consulate's main job is to provide assistance with documents, such as Mexican passports. But more recently, their goal is shifted to protecting Mexican nationals. ABC 10's Roxana Elias has the details.
As concerns of immigration operations grow, so have the long lines of Mexican nationals seeking help at the Mexican Consulate in Sacramento. Manuel Perez says, "We're scared to go into Walmart to buy groceries for the week to take lunch for work. We're scared they'll be outside waiting on us." But Cristian Tonatiuh Gonzalez, the Consul General of Mexico in Sacramento, says it's their priority right now to protect Mexican nationals in the U.S.
So we have the instructions of President Claudia Sheinbaum to strengthen our support in protection, in the protection field to our connationals. What does it mean? We have increased the participation of our lawyers here.
The consul says they have discussed and created a strategy with their attorneys to give proper assistance. They have also recently launched a free application called Consul App Contigo. It's designed to give information on people's rights, what protocols to follow if you are stopped by an ICE agent, and an area where you can add your information and an emergency contact.
Why is that? Because we have here a button that we say botón de contacto, the contact button, that if you press it for 5 seconds, what it will do is directly call our consular system to provide you assistance, help you, and of course, send help if it's, when it's necessary.
This app will be manned 24 hours a day. It will also report to the emergency contact listed in the app. The consul says people shouldn't live in fear, and so far, reports of ICE sightings in the Sacramento region have been proven false.
It's completely false. I mean, we have not yet information confirmed that we could say that these actions has taken place already.
The consul says he's in direct contact with local authorities, police, and the government of California. And if any reports are proven true, the Mexican consulate will inform nationals. In Sacramento, Roxana Elias, ABC 10.
Roxanne, thank you. We're following several headlines out of Washington tonight, but first, we want to debunk many claims being made. President Trump has put water management in the state back in the spotlight following the LA wildfires. He wants to boost supply in Southern California, but will his recent directives do that? Tonight, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen is taking claims made to the experts.
A big part of California's water supply is right here in Sacramento, and this is where the American and Sacramento rivers meet. Both rivers are fed by the snowpack from the Sierra and the north. But water experts say moving water is a lot more complicated than it seems.
Over the past few weeks,
I'm signing an executive order to open up the pumps and valves.
President Donald Trump made many claims about California's water supply and signed executive orders demanding more water flow down to the southern part of the state.
California has two major water projects. One of them is the federal project, which is called the Central Valley Project, and the other is run by the state, which is the State Water Project. Both projects basically take water from the same areas, which is in the Sacramento Valley, and that water has to pass through the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta.
Jeffrey Mount, a founding director of the Center of Watershed Sciences at UC Davis, a PPIC senior fellow, says the system is closely intertwined, delivering water to different parts of the state.
So there's two facilities which are practically side by side, and often actually exchange water. So they work under what's called a coordinated operating agreement.
As Trump claims more water from the north would have helped the Los Angeles fires.
We want to get that water pouring down here as quickly as possible and let hundreds of millions of gallons of water flow down into Southern California.
Mount argues Trump's executive order will do little to nothing for Southern California.
The flow and water quality standards that are set forward by the federal government and the state government. So it's very closely intertwined. It's very difficult to disentangle these two.
Mount responding to Trump's Truth Social post this week, saying the military entered California and, quote, turned on the water flowing from the Pacific Northwest and beyond.
There is no big valve or anything that the Army can come in and turn that will result in gobs of water. And the reason is that this water system in California is highly constrained.
And just this week, the Department of Government Efficiency took credit for doubling the water pumped towards Southern California after pumps had been turned off. But experts say that claim is very misleading.
But let's be clear about what happened. They shut down the pumps for the federal project, in particular, for maintenance. They do that all the time.
While there are a lot of questions about Trump's executive order, the Westlands Water District believes Trump's order will ultimately help the Central Valley because of potential changes to the Central Valley project.
I think this executive order would help Central Valley farmers and communities, but I think it would help also the entire state by taking a fresh look and making sure that we're maximizing water supplies to everyone.
All right, so I want to go ahead and bring in Jeannie, who's been following this for us. We know this is a very complicated topic, but I do want to address something because the State Water Project, they just announced that they are increasing their water deliveries, right?
Alex, yes, the State Department of Water Resources says they've increased their deliveries up to 20% of requested supplies, up from 15%. And that is because storm runoff into the state's reservoirs came in higher than forecasted. They added in another news release this week that California reservoir levels are at historic highs, contrary to what President Trump has been claiming, Alex.
All right, Jeannie, thank you so much. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., President Trump's pick for Secretary of Health and Human Services, faced senators on Capitol Hill today. Kennedy Jr. ran a failed independent presidential bid last year before joining Trump's campaign, and he became a beacon for vaccine skeptics, one of several positions that were under scrutiny today. Here's Christian Cordero with the latest from Washington tonight.
Today, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s path to become the nation's top health official went through Capitol Hill. Under scrutiny, Kennedy's past false claims that no vaccine is safe and effective, despite decades of research crediting vaccines with saving lives. He now says he's not anti-vaccine.
I support vaccines. I support the childhood schedule.
Senator Bernie Sanders confronted RFK Jr. about these baby onesies sold on the website of an organization he founded, printed with "Unvaxxed, Unafraid" and "No Vax, No Problem."
Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market? Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board. Yeah, that was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power.
Democrats also pressed RFK Jr.'s changing position on abortion. Once staunchly pro-abortion rights, he now says it should be up to the states.
Exactly when did you decide to sell out your life's work and values to get this position?
I agree with President Trump that every abortion is a tragedy.
So what you're telling us, just to be clear, because my time is limited, is that regardless of what you believe, regardless of what values you have, if President Trump tells you to do something, you're going to do it.
Republicans today offered little resistance to his nomination.
I have no doubt that you will be confirmed and you are going to do such a solid job for the people of this country.
And a room packed with supporters cheered Kennedy on. Tomorrow, Kennedy faces another Senate committee. If all Senate Democrats voted against his nomination, RFK Jr. could afford to lose as many as 3 Republican votes and still be confirmed. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And tonight, dollars and cents. We're talking new year, new money goals. It's 2025, and now's the perfect time to rethink and reset your finances. For the past several weeks, I've been talking to you about ways to build better money habits. Tonight, we're talking about your credit score. An expert I talked with says there are a lot of digital tools right at your fingertips to help you stay on track.
Everything from your living arrangements to how much you're paying for an auto loan is going to be impacted by your credit score.
Credit scores matter. They affect your chances of getting car loans, mortgages, credit cards, and other lines of credit. Lenders use that number to judge your credit risk and the likeliness you'll pay them back. Equifax, a credit reporting agency, says between 800 to 850 are excellent credit scores.
New year, new money goals. One of those goals might include improving their credit score. Where do we start improving our credit score, Pam?
So you want to make sure that you're making payments on time. We all, of course, get really busy during the holidays, and it's really easy to forget about that.
Founder of Golden Wealth Capital, Pam Rodriguez, says paying your bills on time impacts 30% of your credit score. To help stay on top of your bills, Rodriguez recommends setting them on auto pay.
If you have your mobile banking app, usually you will be getting reminders on average every 2 weeks to take a look at your credit score if there has been any kind of update.
Updates you'll want to look out for include accounts you don't recognize. Double check your payment history and account balances are correct, and changes to your personal information. The Federal Trade Commission says if something doesn't look right, call the credit bureau and the business that issued the report.
What can happen if they don't improve their credit score?
Not improving your credit score can cost you thousands of dollars.
Rodriguez says a poor credit score could have the most impact on one of the biggest purchases of your life, your home.
So a home loan will cost you on average anywhere between 1 to 1.5 points more if you have a low credit score versus somebody who might have an excellent credit score.
Meaning a higher interest rate. You could pay more to borrow the money needed to buy your home, that is, your mortgage, if your credit score is low.
Another thing would be if you are applying for even an apartment, you might not get approved if your credit score is not where it needs to be.
This is probably one of the most impactful goals that people can make this year.
Absolutely. They definitely are something that makes a huge impact in people's lives because it touches everything that you do.
If that isn't motivation enough, Rodriguez suggests engaging the help of a friend. Ask them to go on this journey with you to encourage regular check-ins and accountability. I have more New Year, New Money Goals stories for you. Next week, we're talking about cash stuffing. You can find all my dollars and cents stories streaming now on the ABC10 Plus TV streaming app. The app is free and available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. You can also email me your questions at lpainter@abc10.com.
Well, let's turn to your weather now because we do have a weather impact alert that we're tracking in the forecast.
Yeah, these are some big changes that you're tracking, and it's a long stretch potentially, right?
It certainly is. Yeah, this is really going to open the door for more storms to roll on through, and it all gets going starting on Friday and takes us all the way into early next week. Here's a look at the rundown, and you can see how this is going to be unpacked throughout the course of the weekend. Friday, we start off with that weather impact alert. Snow and rain, pretty predictable for this time of year. Here's the deal. On Saturday is when we start to see the warmer part of that storm. That's going to push that snow line way up high. We're talking 8,000 to 9,000 feet. So there's high uncertainty in the timing and the totals for rain mixed with snow, plus the heavy rain. Could see some minor flood impacts as well. Sunday is more of a mostly cloudy, scattered showers kind of day, and then rain returns on Monday along with snow. Now, here's the deal. You can see this big fetch of moisture. Look at the tap into the Hawaiian Islands. That's going to feed this with not only a lot of moisture, but warmth. And that is what's going to be shifting things around for us over the course of Friday into Saturday. We're expecting about 1 to 2, even 2 to 3 plus inches of rain through the capital region and points north of I-80, 3 to 7 inches there along the northwest coast. This is a strong atmospheric river, about a level 4 for us. As far as the river stages, because obviously anytime we talk about flooding, we want to check those rivers. But because of the dry January, this actually puts us in a pretty good position. So most of those rivers will be below our monitor stage. Just a couple, Sacramento, Cosumnes, Yuba, and Eel are the ones that we're going to be keeping a close eye on all the way into early next week. Highs for today, meantime, pretty much status quo, 50s to near 60, down low, near 50 up top for the Sierra. Still looking at sunny skies in the Big Mountain backyard with readings in the 50s. Tahoe currently at 36. We got the game going on. Light the beam forecast, 46 degrees. Just a little bit of cloud cover out there. We will pick up that fog tomorrow morning. And then all eyes on the active weather pattern with periods of heavy rain and changing mountain conditions. Look at this snow level forecast. We're talking about going from 6,000 up to 8,000, potentially 9,000 feet before it starts to come down, meaning rain on the passes, not necessarily snow. So this is preliminary. We're talking about 1 to 20 inches of snow for the Sierra. But keep in mind, again, we're going to get snow, rain, snow again, whereas the valley through Friday night, about a half an inch of rain, but then it starts to pick up to about an inch and a half by Saturday night. A few more totals coming in for Sunday. Sunday's not our big day. Our high pressure ridge starts to weaken. Here comes the first band of rain on Friday, continues through Friday evening. As we head into our Saturday, that snow turns to rain, and we're just going to keep the line coming through our Sunday forecast as well. It will lift a little bit to the north, but again, this is going to be quite an active pattern for us with that weather impact alert in place Friday and Saturday with more wet weather into next week.
Well, we know the rain is certainly needed. This is a lot.
Yeah.
Talk about a land of extremes, huh, Monica? Okay, Monica, thank you.
Now to video you'll only see here on ABC 10.
The Major League Baseball commissioner and owner of the A's stopped by Sutter Health Park today.
But the tour wasn't open to media or the public. ABC 10's Devin Truby got the inside scoop. She still managed to catch the action in West Sacramento today.
Yeah, she's live with more on today's visit and that exclusive video. Hey, Devin, the countdown is on.
Well, absolutely, Chris. Hard to believe that it's going to be happening sooner rather than later now. But this official tour today by Major League Baseball, there was no announcement, but we still saw them all over the park from the dugout to the field. Go ahead, take a look. Just after 11 a.m. Wednesday morning, Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred and Athletics owner John Fisher joined Rivercats and Kings owner Vivek Ranadive for a tour of the construction at Sutter Health Park. Donning white hard hats and neon safety vests, the group started the tour at the new multi-level clubhouse under construction, then to the roof overlooking the outfield. The tour continued in the new luxury suite and the new Legacy Club area before walking down near the third base line and exiting through center field. With 2 months to a sold-out opening day, West Sacramento businesses can't wait.
I think it's going to be great. You know, I think that's I feel that we lucked out.
Burgers and Brew is just a few blocks down from Sutter Health Park. The owner says they do about 40 to 50% of their business during Rivercats games, so now having two teams means business every day.
That's going to really make a lot of difference for us. You know, at a time when the economy is we're still recovering from, you know, the COVID and all this stuff.
For Bay Area native and now Sacramento business owner of the Midway, Vanna too is excited to see the growth.
I think entertainment business, restaurant, bars, it's going to really grow with opportunity of people coming to watch a game.
This visit from Major League Baseball coming just before players start reporting to spring training in February. The commissioner has seen for himself what he may have to defend to the players union, who still have yet to give their seal of approval on Sutter Health Park. The home opener is on March 31st. The A's took to social media and announced that that is a sold-out game. They also said that they have sold out of season tickets for the inaugural season here in West Sacramento. Reporting live from Sutter Health Park, Devin Truby, ABC 10.
Certainly an exciting time for the region. Keep us posted as you learn more. Devin, thank you.
Hey, yo, happy Lunar New Year. Did I ask you that? Did I say that earlier to you? Yeah. I did. Okay, good. This was the scene at the Lama Temple in Beijing this morning. We weren't there, we were here, but thousands across the country of China came together to usher in the Year of the Snake. At the temple, worshipers prayed for blessings heading into the Lunar New Year, which is day one today.
That's awesome.
So celebrations for the Lunar New Year are also happening throughout the fruited plain.
That is true, throughout our entire region.
Yes.
And that includes one of the most popular restaurants in Midtown Sacramento. And that is, in fact, where we find ABC 10's Marcus Allen at Journey to the Dumpling with more on the Year of the Snake. And Walt is trying to get some of those dumplings there.
Delicious.
So delicious, all of this stuff. Look, I've got clearinghouse to do. First of all, to my brothers and sisters and everybody celebrating Year of the Snake. Hey, I'm Year of the Snake too. Shout out, for it is the Year of the Snake. This is Journey to the Dumpling. My good friend William Tan, co-owner. Congratulations on the success, by the way.
Thank you so much.
All right, disclaimer, clearinghouse. I live right above this place. I'm 10 pounds overweight because I'm here every single day eating way more than I should. Have I ever asked for a discount? Ever?
No, not at all. Not at all.
True story. I've never even asked to be bumped up in line. Here's my hack, though. If you ever want to avoid the hour wait to get into this place, Yelp lets you check in online as though you're here, and you can watch yourself virtually getting bumped up on the list. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the success of your Midtown location. There is a line every weekend to get in this place, you're doing something right.
Yeah, that is true. During the weekend, it's best to come early, or if you can't, do the wait list on Yelp.
Yeah, it started out humble beginnings in Elk Grove. That restaurant's still serving the same great food. And then you expanded here into Midtown. And a major announcement. Are you ready for this? In honor of the new year, we can talk about a new location that soon will be coming.
Yes, we are planning a third location in Folsom, possibly the Palladio Plaza.
Oh, that's fantastic. Insider tip, the soup dumplings are amazing. This is what everybody comes here for. And a deeper insider tip is get them deep fried because they're crispy on the bottom. They are what they say, a dumpling filled with soup. There's something called steak and potatoes on the menu. Sounds so simple, but it's not.
Very popular dish. Yeah, a little bit of spice to it. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, and are you guys celebrating the new Lunar New Year here?
We are. Every New Year we have a line dancing crew here. It's going to be this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Definitely bring your friends and family. Come have fun.
Yeah, so that's Saturday, 3 o'clock. If you've never seen it, truly spectacular. It will wrap itself, this lion will wrap itself around the aisles all the way out the corridor and out the door.
That's right. Firecrackers, lots of lions, dragons. Yeah, definitely come join the fun and festivity.
There you go. Things to know about celebrating the Lunar New Year. On today, do not clean house. That's bad luck. My friend Lisa Ling, who used to work for ABC10, also told me that you're not supposed to say anything negative. You're not supposed to run with scissors. Did I leave anything out?
I think you got it all.
Yeah. Just stay positive, and a great way to stay positive is putting any of this in your belly.
Yes.
Walter, I'm going to leave you on this one thing that will blow my mind.
What's that?
If I ask you what that is, you would never, ever guess. That is a pot sticker. Here in America, you're probably more used to pot stickers looking a little something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That is a traditional pot sticker.
Yeah, it's made in the older traditional way with a skirt connecting all the pot stickers.
Yeah.
You're never too old to learn a little something.
No.
And I did on this day. Back to you.
Before you go, do you have a favorite pot sticker, Mark? Dumpling?
Yeah, you know, the healthier way is to have them steamed.
Yeah.
So I like them fried.
Yeah.
None of that stuff.
Yeah.
Always fried. Anytime you can throw anything that's not good for you on it, I want it that way. And also, again, the soup dumplings, ask for them pan fried. That's the way to do it. Back to you.
I want it that way. Wasn't that yesterday's live shot for you? Anyway, they all, right? Yeah, exactly. And he said Saturday, 3 p.m. Okay, that's the big, and I think he said real dragons. So if you want to go down there, you're going to be in for a real treat.
Thanks so much for watching ABC 10 Plus tonight. We are here 24/7 on the free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. You can get your local news and weather anytime, anywhere. I'm Chris Thomas. We'll see you next time.
Trust isn't given, but earned. It's built every day by doing the hard work, putting in the hours, doing the research, holding the powerful accountable, and being there when you need us most. Working hard to earn your trust every day, every newscast, every story. Watch weeknights at 6 or stream live on ABC 10 Plus.
Thanks for watching ABC 10 Plus. And now that you're here, why don't we take a look around and see what else is here? The very first tile on your left is always going to be streaming 24/7. You can find us adjacent to that, breaking news if it's there. And then right next to that, a replay of the most recent newscast. Whether it's ABC 10 Morning News at 5, 6, or beyond, it's going to be there. The forecast beyond that, and then right beyond that, the news that matters the most. Now that you know the basic tiles, let's go up to the top and take a deeper dive into news. We have every single newscast that you would need, including To The Point with Alex Bell, taking a deeper dive into the issues. Beyond that, ABC 10 Morning News at 5 and 6 and 11, the evening shows as well. Below that, you can watch the top stories from To The Point. Under that, Dollars and Cents, where you can learn how to navigate this challenging economy. And below that, you can watch our award-winning ABC 10 Special Investigations, where we hold the powerful accountable. Going into weather, look, it's the 10-day forecast, getting you ready for the weekend and beyond. Beyond that, sports. I know you care about the Sacramento Kings. We have the most comprehensive guide to anything, everything Kings in the locker room and on the court. We have it. Below that, I know you care about the San Francisco 49ers. We can't mention base sports without talking about the Oakland A's. We have that too. Backing out again, come up to the top and join me on Verify. I'm super excited about this. Our experts are checking the facts, verifying the truth for you. Jump up now to shows. Very excited about this. Oh, look. It's Take a Look. This is my show. I love movies, and if you love movies or streaming shows, whether it's on screens this big, or this big, it's Take a Look. Recently went behind the scenes, sat down with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix to talk about Joker 2. I love the movie, and oh, I just heard you shout you hate the movie. Jump in, we talk about it on this show. Other shows, Bartell's Backroads, go up and down the state of California, tank of gas getaways, one fuel cell getaway, like places like the Toy Museum. This is what kids did before they had screens. Over here, the Moaning Caverns of Calaveras County, one of the most coveted caves in all of California. You know, watching this show, I discovered there's a cave that could fit the entire Statue of Liberty in your own backyard. You'll find about that and more with Bartell's Backroads. Down below that, To The Point. It is one of my favorite newscasts because they talk about news with Alex Bell the way you talk about news. It's conversational but in-depth at the same time. Below that, Your California Life. Love this show. Whether it's entertainment, food, beverage, lifestyle, it's there. Desiree Shepherd hosts and does an amazing job. So there you have it. It's ABC10 Plus, the app. What do you need? We heard you and we got it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for streaming.
Watch Mark S. Allen's new entertainment show, Take a Look. Stream anytime on ABC10 Plus.
This winter, let's hit the back roads as I explore California's best winter spots.
That's a lake trout.
From ice fishing to one of the biggest snow parks and even a romantic holiday gondola.
Buon Natale, Merry Christmas.
And all the winter fun in between.
What would you say is like the true meaning of Christmas?
Bartell's Backroads, California Hidden Winter Gems, streaming now on ABC10 Plus.
Hope to see you on the back roads.